should have taken your medicine.
Hello there guys, and of course, welcome back into yet another one with us, the Review Bros. My name's Aaron.
Craig.
And today, of course, we're bringing you yet again another supplement review. This one in the form of
Overtime Universal Soldier Edition, which is a powder form of Overtime, right? With some tweaks and changes.
Yeah, not to be confused with their normal Overtime pill formulations, which we've also reviewed on the channel. Fantastic, supplements. How's this one going to fare as we go through those usuals?
Taste, price, label effects. Is it your next gaming focus supplement?
We're going to find out, and of course, we're going to stay 100% honest as we do, and as we always do. And all we ask in return is please do like the video, please do drop any comments you have down below, and subscribe to the channel to help you reach your fitness goals. Let's go. That moves us into our first segment of these reviews, the taste and the mixability of the product. And this one comes in two different flavours. It comes in the one we're using for the review today, which is lemonade, and it also comes in
apple. And to get your 11 gram serving amount, you need a nice big heat scoop, which we've whacked in here.
We've pre-mixed it just before the video started, guys, and as you can see, it's definitely not appealing looking at it. It looks like dirty road water. It really does. Mixability looks pretty solid.
Yeah, there's some bits settled at the bottom. I mean, you'll come to understand why when we get into the label section.
Let's get it down. Lemonade going down the hatch.
It's quite nice, isn't it?
It's not bad.
It's definitely got an earthiness to it, right?
Yeah, it has. Smells like Strepsils or lemon medication, which probably doesn't sound all too appealing, but it's not horrific by any stretch.
It definitely tastes nicer than you perhaps think it's going to be. Yeah.
And it looks.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they've done really well.
I do actually. I've got a score in mind.
Yeah, I have too.
3, 2, 1,
8.5. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, I really like it.
Fair enough. That's your lemons, guys. You take a lemon and what do you get? Lemon juice.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, the truth is it's definitely not horrific. Not as bad as I was expecting. Not as bad as it looks. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just a nice, sweet, friendly lemon, isn't it? It's not really sour. It's not overbearing.
No. Tough one, but it's not bad. Should we go like 7.5, 8? Between 7.5 and 8?
We'll go in that realm. You won't struggle with it, and that's the main thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get into the price point of this one.
Okay, we're into that price segment. So how much is it going to set you back to pick up this premium gaming focus supplement? Well, you can head over to apollonnutrition.com using our discount code RB15. You can pick up this 20 serving tub for $54.24.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, you get 20 real servings from it, as with a lot of the Apollon Nutrition products. $2.76 per serving. That's with that discount code. So we can appreciate it. It's very, very pricey. And if we compared it, although it's not a pre-workout, if we was to put it on our pre-workout consistent scale, it would get a 2 out of 10. So yeah, it is expensive, no doubt, but the ingredients are no joke, and they'll probably be illuminated in the label section. UK guys, if you head on over to the Apollon Nutrition UK website, unfortunately at this moment in time it's out of stock. They've got a lot of other Apollon Nutrition website products on there where you can use the discount reviewbros10, knocking 10% off, okay? What I will say is if we did a straight translation across from that 276 standpoint, it would cost us £2.29 Great British Sterling per serving. So yes, no doubt at all, very expensive.
Definitely more expensive than its competitors, right? Like G Fuel and whatnot.
Yeah, it is more expensive than the other gaming products that a well-known, you know, what was it, Sneak?
Sneak, G Fuel, yeah, that kind of like.
But although we're not reviewing them right now, they are poor formulations that really just focus on a bit of flavouring and a bit of caffeine. This is stacked. It literally is Ferrari versus Ford Fiesta.
Yeah.
It really is, you know what I mean?
It's also worth knowing that this one's a bit more expensive than their capsule original over time because of the flavouring and whatnot, right?
Yeah, and it might be down to some of the ingredients in there, and some people just don't want the pill formulations, therefore they're locked with the powder. So there we give it to you straight. Expensive, it's up to you guys.
Let's talk label, Aaron. What are we going to be getting?
Please, can we talk about it?
11 gram serving amount. Heap Scoop gets you that. We've got L-tyrosine at 3 grams.
Yeah, I'm going to stop you there actually, because I just want to say that a lot, obviously, as expected, a lot of these ingredients do the same thing. They do it in different pathways to different varying effects. Most of them are going to be for focus and concentration and clarity and coordination. And L-tyrosine actually starts off, does that. It's the amino acid responsible for focus and concentration. Normally only see it in there at about 1,000 milligrams, so it's 3 times higher than normal. Stacked.
Mega dose. Then we've got acetyl L-carnitine HCl 1,500 milligrams.
Which is in there for like a fat burning effect, but in turn, it can help with dopamine levels in the brain, serotonin and fat burning euphoric feels.
Lovely. Then we got new level, a registered ingredient, 1,600 milligrams.
Now this is changed from your normal arginine, silicate, nitrosogene in the form of a concentration formula. Now it's going to give you, again, more focus, and it is a good dose. It's a very expensive ingredient.
Indeed. Then we've got lion's mane at 1 gram.
Really good dose. Lion's mane from the mushroom, nootropic, focus and clarity.
Nice. And I will say, considering it's 1 gram of lion's mane, that taste was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, that gives it probably that brown, earthy sort of style.
Very hard to mask. Then we've got alpha GPC 600 milligrams yielding 300 of choline.
A good dose again, guys. Again, clarity, concentration, choline, getting the brain fired up.
Lovely. Bacopa moneri extract 300 milligrams.
Which is in there for a jack of all trade. Anti-stress, but it's been shown to help with blood flow. It's been shown to help with nootropic, anti-stress benefits, antioxidants. Really just in there as a health ingredient that really taps into a lot of areas.
Nice. Then we've got Rhodolia rosea root, 300 milligrams.
Again, anti-stress, anti-anxiety, keeping you in that calm, mellow, but focused area.
Yeah, we're staying tunnelled in. Then we've got grapeseed extract, 98%, 300 milligrams.
Blood flow, heart health, regulation, all of the rest of it.
Healthy time. Then we've got uridine 5 monophosphate, 250 milligrams.
Which actually helps with dopamine and serotonin levels within the brain. Thus giving you a mood uplift, hopefully putting you in a good mood to really focus on things such as your gaming session at hand.
We'll take it. Caffeine 150 milligrams.
Stimulation, again, more focus as well. Heart rate, giving you the energy to move around.
Lovely. The caffeine malate 100 milligrams yielding 75.
Good for your longer sessions, whether it be training, whether it be partying, whether it be studying, of course, whether it be gaming. An anti-crash mechanism. It'll keep you ticking over for a longer period of time, should your gaming sessions last that long.
Love to see it. Then we got coffee berry, a registered ingredient, again 100 milligrams.
More energy, more stimulation, and of course, more cognitive performance up regulations.
Nice. Canna E is trademarked ingredient, 50 milligrams.
Very similar to the Bacopa in terms of anti-stress and anti-anxiety, keeping you in a calmer mood.
Damn, we really are attacking all angles here, aren't we? Then we've got estrogen, another registered ingredient, 50 milligrams.
Really nice to help digestion and upregulate these ingredients into the system as effectively as possible.
Lovely. And last but not least, huperzine A, 1%, 200 micrograms.
Nice. Dubbed the learning chemical for neuron connectivity within the brain, getting you focused for a longer period of time.
There we go, guys. Absolutely stacked focus formula. We're starting to see why it costs what it does cost, right?
Yeah, and speaking out loud, compared to the overtime pills, I'll say it takes a less heavy stim pathway with alpha yo, etc., more caffeine.
No
this
urea.
one's a bit more no urea durensis. This one's a bit lower in those, but more focus orientated, which is going to be very interesting to see how it pans out.
Indeed. Let's get into those effects.
That moves us, of course, into the effects of this product. In the real world, guys, and we used it on several different scenarios. I used it personally at home for work. I've used it at work. I've used it in the gym to see if it's worthy of pre-workout status or similar. And so have you, haven't you?
Indeed, yeah, we wanted to fully flesh it out, see what it's like in all settings.
And what I can tell you guys is, let's start off at the pre-workout scenario, because we mostly review pre-workouts on this channel, so we'll kind of give that sort of in-depth level. What we'll say, nice daily driver. You know, it's not a strong product. It's not a strong stim junkie product by any stretch of the imagination. Obviously, it's only got the 300 milligrams of caffeine, of which yielding actually might even come in a bit lower. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. And they've purposely made this lesser stim compared to the original over time, because this is more of a user-friendly, more focus-based, less stimmy type package that you can actually use in a sedentary setting, whereas we've said that the original over time is more of a physical kind of productivity-based supplement.
Yeah, this one gives a nice level of energy, but guys, there's no denying it. It's low on the scale of energy. That is in the gym though. At home, whilst studying, etc., doing your work, gaming, for what it's primarily used for, is where it really shines.
Yeah.
The energy is really nice, actually. Not too strong. Like, I would honestly say Overtime Original and some other gaming supplements that are around are too strong, and they therefore come with jitters and appetite suppression. And highness, a bit too much, really. Whereas this one feels smooth.
Yeah, they've hit the sweet spot with it in terms of the stimulation and how you want to use it when it concerns doing seated activity, shall we say.
Yeah, there's a sense of productivity there, as it mentions on the label.
Mood elevation.
Mood elevation is definitely apparent as well. You feel good whilst cracking on with work, believe it or not.
Healthy.
Yeah, a healthy feeling, in the zone feeling. Effectively, your brain actually feels woken up. It feels energized, electrified. It feels like you're able to concentrate on stuff with a sense of purpose.
Yeah, the best you're going to get in terms of nootropic focus and mood elevation without going into the realms of, you know, the illicit stimulants.
Yeah, I wouldn't call this a stim junkie nootropic product.
No.
But it's a nice one, a really nice one. The focus for me, as expected, to be honest with you, is to stand out.
Yeah, and it was nice for legs today, because obviously where it's not really got any pump ingredients in it, you don't necessarily always want to induce pumps on leg days, especially if you're trying to push heavy numbers with squats or leg press and whatnot. So perfect for those kind of days as well. And
as I mentioned, no negatives, no appetite suppression, which is really a good thumbs up. None of the nausea and sickness that can come with some of these nootropic products with a lot of stimulants in them, especially like Alpha Yo and the like.
Yeah, just too much to take on board sometimes.
More like a pre-workout, a lot of them, whereas this I'd actually say is like a nootropic focused gaming supplement.
That can be used as a daily driver, and if you wanted to really get the most out of it and use it in a gym context, you can always stack it with pump capsules, you know, bloody hell, other offerings from Apollon to make it go down more that route.
Yeah, obviously it doesn't come with pumps, but you kind of get a bit of a pump on if you're using it as pre-workout through that mind to muscle focus connection. Energy, as I mentioned, and I'm happy with that, is a lower energy level.
Definitely, yeah. Like you said, the standout element is the focus, mood elevation. And obviously there's no beta-alanine in this product. Quite obviously, it's not a pre-workout. And if beta-alanine's in there, how are you going to concentrate? Because you'll be itching your eyeballs out. So.
Savage pumps in the gym and the bedroom. Wolf pump.
Now, from a nootropic point, which is what it wants to be, it's one of my favourite on the market. Simply because, and this is not a negative from the other nootropic products, there's a lot of them on the market now that they're calling themselves gaming products, they're calling themselves nootropics. They're pre-workouts in a pill.
They just straight up, yeah.
They are 500, 400, 300 milligrams of caffeine pure, Alpha Yo, etc., which is good. But this one is really good for just sitting at home and actually chilling out, cracking on in a good sense of mood, elevation, purpose, drive, productivity, without feeling like, oh, I can't take a pre-workout on top of this, I can't take anything on top, I can't have my meal tonight because I'm too... And it lasts a good 3 to 4 hours, smooth.
Exactly, this is going to hit a wider audience of consumers, basically. And in terms of how long the product lasts in your system, we'd probably say the caffeine lasts 3 hours at that low, smooth level, and then the Nootropic Focus Mood Elevation begins to last on until like 5-6 hours.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it.
Enough for a gaming session or a studying session, definitely.
Yeah, I'd say it's more applicable for the studying, gaming, work.
Yeah.
And it actually falls into that nicely without, like I say, without being too strong.
And it helps that it tastes pretty good as well. So you're not going to be taking it down like, ugh.
So a really good product. Really nice. I enjoy it.
As nootropics go, you're probably going to struggle to find a better one than this for gaming and seated activities like we've mentioned.
Yeah, and of course, the focus for me is pushing on that 10. I think, don't get me wrong, when the stims are in there even more, if it whacked 400 caffeine in there and a bit of other stimulants, you probably would feel a bit more illicit focus. This is a clean focus, isn't it? A clean
100%.
one.
And if you do want that more illicit focus, look at their original overtime.
Yeah, or like DMHA products, DMAA
Yeah.
products. I'm not saying they're by any means advocating those, but this is a clean one. This is what it's all about for me. This is what a nootropic product, a gaming product should be.
Yeah, 100%.
Without going overboard.
Yeah, like you touched on, no negatives, no jitters, no appetite suppression, won't keep you up all night, no nastiness with it at all.
It's expensive.
No doubt in that.
There's no doubt in that. But the way I see it is, instead of buying a can of Red Bull, Monster, or some of the other gaming products, it's up your discretion whether you think that price point or not's worth it. I mean,
Exactly.
I don't doubt that the formula behind this one is very expensive.
Yeah, it's a premium product, and I mean, look at those dosages, guys. You could get away with a half serve to a 3/4 serve and extend the servings, right?
Absolutely. So not much more can be said. A super solid daily driver, nootropic focused gaming, work, study and productivity product.
Very versatile, basically, right?
Yeah, and it does feel like your brain is like absolutely on the ball.
It will wake you from a dead state, like it did for me today.
And the mind fog just clears.
Clarity.
You know what you need to get done, and you get it done.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you guys watching at home. Thank you, Apollon Nutrition, for another fantastic formulation. And as always, of course,
Stay,
focused.
and you will.
Universal style.